Hello guys, I'm came back once again. It's time to video. One Punch Man Webcomic chapter 158 came out. I don't know when. I get done uploading a video. There's always something else. I gotta do something with the back rooms, Master of the Universe, and 9 videos back to back, kids. And then I gotta still do YouTube shorts. Like I said before, the one thing I'm not gonna put on my tombstone is, well, he didn't try. Because I've been trying. But let's cut. But keep up the last chapter. We found that the Fuzzy Wuzzy was framed, and somebody is impersonating Fuzzy Wuzzy. So we don't know when Fuzzy told them to release Metal Bat, and Metal Bat broke out of his chains when those two other cyborgs were trying to cyberdize him. We don't know in that case if that was the real Fuzzy or that was the android one. Because it does seem like in the later chapters, his personality does switch. Outside of that, Metal Bat McCoy reunion. A is running for his life, and the fake Fuzzy Wuzzy lost a foot, and Ryumon is currently a monster, and Amaya Mask is now in the scene. So we don't know if they're going to Amaya Mask gonna do his specialty in absolute justice, or maybe being on the run, being out there in his real form, being able to switch back and forth. Maybe he's finally accepted who he truly is on the inside. But no more games to be played. Let's get right into it. The chapter starts with page 1. Amaya's Mask saying, "The Neo hero Ryumon has monsterized? What caused it? No, more importantly, should we treat him as a threat?" See? And then we got McCoy saying, "Wait, he just saved my life." Metaback's like, "But man, he's radiating pure bloodlust." And the fake Fuzzy has no comments. Ryumon, no comment. And the J-pop idol, no comment as well. And the other J-pop idol yells out, "You was always looking out for me, weren't you?" And Ryumon looks over at her, and she continues, "Ryumon, you was always a bit of a weirdo. You will always greet me so cheerfully, and even buy me lattes and things like that. At first I thought you had an ulterior motive, but your kindness was totally genuine. You taught me that you can't judge someone by how they look. Well, just by how they look, or by their past." And we got Amaya's Mask looking at her, and Metaback's like, "Hey, it's not like I'm itching to start swinging or anything. It's like I'm itching to start swinging at him either. I'm just confused, alright? By you too, sweet Mask." And Amaya's Mask like, "Thank you. I must admit I'm genuinely surprised how big-hearted you actually are." I guess this is Metaback like, "Huh? You still sound pretty damn ignorant and arrogant. Pretty damn arrogant." And Amaya Mask continue. Amaya Mask says, "You there, Ryumon. Are you still a son of mine? Is this your first time monsterizing? Or have you been like this? Or you been like this all along?" And Amaya Mask says, "No response. That's not a good sign. If push comes to shove, be ready to fight with Wabi Gaza." Wait, that's her name, Wabi Gaza? Yeah. And Wabi Gaza yells at Ryumon, "Snap out of it. You can still turn back. Turn back into a human. You want to be a hero, right? Didn't you tell me you was going to be the best? We were going to do our best together. You can still become one. I promise it. So please come back." And Ryumon's like, "Huh? What the hell are you guys rambling about?" Everybody's shocked. "I was in the middle of a death match, totally neck and neck with that master assassin A. And even though I got my ass kicked, my spirit didn't break. And then I felt this burning sensation well up in my chest. I wonder if this is what they call the power of justice." Hell, I feel like I can hold my own out there like the S-class hero now. Wait, what? The Miles Mask shows him like a broken piece of glass, and he looks at it. He's like, "Hey, my dragon tattoo. Gah, this is what I look like right now." But Ryumon starts sweating bullets. That's monstrification. The hyper development of violent physical capabilities accompany a bodily modification. However, the most prominent trait of a monster is psychology degradation. Feelings of omnipotence, sadistic tendencies, and murderous impulses. And my mask says, "Are you feeling any of that?" And Ryumon's like, whoa, seriously? The level of detail on this is insane. So cool. No, in no way it's like I'm a full-on transforming hero now. And my man smiles. But Ryumon's like, wait, this is not the time to be admiring myself. What did that bastard A run off to? And McCoy's like, it looked like he escaped. And Ryumon continues, no way, absolutely, I cannot let him get away. He's a level of evil I haven't seen before. I'm not just gonna let him walk away. By the way, that lunatic is gonna claim more victims if we don't. And my mask touches him. And my mask, like, understood, we'll make sure to track him down and eliminate A. Utilizing every intelligence network we have. But right now, stabilizing your mental state takes priority. Wow, my mask being a real hero. And yet the fate fucking was like, hey, you're in a way, you ugly monster. Don't disrupt his evolution. Let me observe the potential of humanity. And the modest man looked back at him. And Wabi God's just like, that's the Neo representative leader, Fuzzy. I have no idea what's going on through his head, but he's the one who's managed Blue, funded the Neo heroes, and turned me into a cyborg. Really? And the fake Wuzzy's like, are you blaming me for the fact that you're no longer human, or knowing your own personal failings and shifting blames on the others? That's the characteristic of a highly manipulative human. From our perspective, Wabi Gaza, giving you those horribly insufficient energy draining modification proved to be a viable experiment. It's failures like you that hold the key to our future success. Yeah. So like I predict, this is an android. So I guess he's just like Destro. He's just a rogue AI. When I wrote AI, he's an AI of Dr. Casino. The Modest Man's like he's trying to provoke us into going on a rampage. Don't let his words get to you. And Wabi Gaza is like, I don't blame anyone for this, and I have no regrets, because I became like this. There are people in the lore I was able to protect. Fake Fuzzy has no comment on this. He looks at McCoy. I will give you one last chance, McCoy. You undergo a monstrification and wipe out these intruders. Given your mental fragility, there's a high probability you meet the necessary criteria for monsterization if handled correctly. And of course, like, shut your mouth. I don't take orders from a robot. That guy's an imposter. The real Fuzzy was locked up. And Ryumon's like, its armor is weak enough that my hand's pistol could blast its ankle apart. So it's Ryumon pulling out the strap and line the place that Ryumon continues. If it's a robot, it's clearly not built for combat. It's an infiltration dummy meant for espionage, isn't it? And a mind ass chips in. So basically, an intelligence gathering recon bot disguises as the leader. Through the eyes and ears, this fake Wuzzy. And a Fuzzy. Everything we're seeing and saying right now is being broadcasted straight to the mastermind behind this. And Metabast's like, you bastard. Amaz Max like, don't bother. Interrogating machine is a waste of time. We came here to put a stop to the cyborg troops and the near heroes. I was also hoping we'd find some sort of clue in the director's office. For now, let's tear this room apart and search for every inch of it. And McCoy's like, there's a remote control somewhere. The real Fuzzy told me. He said they use it to control powerful transformation waves emitted by the tower. So let's find it. And the fake Wuzzy says, so you discovered the real one. If I had known it would come to this, I would have just killed him. A lot of things been happening today, so. And the fake Fuzzy looks at, if it's the remote you're looking for, I have it right here. And he crushes it. Why the guy's just shocked? And the fake Wuzzy's like, now how would you squirm? Let's see you demonstrate one another those errors that fall completely outside of my calculations. The matter is like, we don't need some stupid remote anyway. I'll just smash the whole plow to pieces. And the Miles Max like, that's the only options. Or you must like, let's hurry up and get this over with. And Meadowback's like, let's be glad the signal source isn't coming from the outer space or something. And McCoy's like, but conversely, placing it here implies they're absolutely confident they can defend the tower. Stay on your guard. While the guy's just like, from all sides, massive numbers of enemies are approaching. He was stalling for time. Bastard. And the Maz Mask like, let's split up. We'll hold them off downstairs. We're kind of you to prioritizing destroying the the antenna roof. Metal Bat. And Metal Bat's like, leave it to me. Look at him. Look at him, an animal, a hero. And outside throughout the city, Shiryu's putting in workers machine. Fubuki and Psychos is out there saving the day. Garo is still questioning. I just clocked out of work. Why am I still working? And the other C-class heroes are helping out against the machines. Back at Metal Knight's base. What's going to happen if we just leave Genos in that state? Metal Knight's like, according to my research, Genos is a disciple of Cape Body Saitama. Aside from Casino, he's likely the one person who holds the most influence over him. Our only option is to explain the situation to Saitama, give him Casino's coordinates, and send him to the scene. Unfortunately, the Jam Sentinel has also completely cut off all communications with him. So Child Emperor, isn't there any way we could stop Genos? And Metal Knight's no. And Metal Knight's like, HQ is just too far away. And Child Emperor's like, it looks like the communication terminals used by the Neo-Hero leaders are bypassing the Jam Sentinel. But if there is anyone left that we can truly rely on this situation. And Metal Knight's like, try contacting them one by one. So we got Raiden, unconscious, Shiryu, Super Alloy, Dark Sign, Wabi Gaza, Ryumon, and A running for his life. A, no, that's not A. No, that's A. The other guy, this is Excel, booking it, running from the other Neo heroes. Yeah, this is a sales. And he's like, the battery was on my rollerblades is completely dead. Oh, it reminds me of Iron Man. I can't outrun these berserk Neo hero suits at this speed. They're catching up. They almost grab him. We have this insight. Someone says, "Not yet. Don't give up. Run." That's the only thing I have left. And Metabat makes it to the roof. He looks out across the city. He looks up. He starts walking up the steps. And of course, you know what time it is, boys and girls. There's no such thing as an easy option. There's no easy road here. And the machines, I guess these Machine God series try to charge up a blast, and they shoot at Metabat, and it's nothing. And Metabat goes absolutely berserk. He's going ham. He's going ballistic. He's going ballistic. He's an animal. I'm telling you, man, this Metabat stuff, you got to understand. The man's an animal. And he makes it up to the rooftop, and he's smoking, blood everywhere. Wow, this antenna is massive, and he just goes ballistic on it and obliterates the control signal, and everybody who's controlled by the suits instantly shut down and fall down. Hopefully they're unconscious. And the cell's like, they stop. Hey guys, are you alright? Beep beep. And someone is calling it Cell. Cell, can you hear me? It's Child Emperor. And Cell's like, this is XL. I can read you loud and clear. And yeah, I guess it's a Cell saying, "What's your current location?" And this is Child Emperor. I need to use. Yeah, you need to use your mobility to act as a messenger for us. A messenger. And it says like a messenger. That's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. I'm in front of the I'm in front of the Hero Association headquarters. What do you need me to go from here? But he was booking it to him. He was going towards anybody. And we got the fake Fuzzy saying, just as suspected, human unpredictably at the 11th hour completely throws off our calculations. To think the win probability calculated by our AI could be this far off. To establish our current new world order, we must prioritize the eradication of highly capable human beings. And Miles Man, blam, and destroys the robot. And he's like, well then, all that left is, wait, could the building self-repair? Well, he knocked the antenna, well, Metalbot knocked the antenna off top of this thing. It's not coming back. If this outside look at the Hero Association, someone said Saitama, they sell like it seems like they got a hero job that they want you to take care of. And we just got this excellent shot of Saitama. And that's the chapter, boys and girls. That's the chapter. I wasn't trying to read this too quick, too slow, just trying to get out the way. But overall thoughts, the plot's moving. But I got spoiled by this because I was looking at Twitter waiting for that other chapter to upload. And someone said the showdown between Genos and Saitama is coming. I was like, what they talking about? I guess that's what they meant. But overall, like I said before, something seems off. Something doesn't seem right. Um, they're able to take out the tower. They're able to figure out the fake was he fake. Ryumon, shout out to Ryumon. Ryumon might be able to trans back into normal. So hopefully he does. And maybe it turned into a Power Ranger joke. Who knows? But they keep mentioning the AI. Drive Knight was one thing. We know that Drive Knight and Metal Knight got some history here with Casino, but they keep mentioning AI over and over and over and over and over again. Drive Knight was an AI. This fake Fuzzy is an AI. Destructo was an AI. The one that was willing on Metal Bet. A whole lot of AIs. So far, we've probably only seen two cyborgs. The one that was tag teaming with Destroyo. And I guess this Dr. Casino and Metal Knight is also a pseudo cyborg. And we know that there was somebody making monsters and putting cybernetics into them. And we have the AI Fuzzy saying that we gotta figure out the calculations of the unpredictability of humanity. My only problem with all this is we're not hearing anything from Dr. Casino himself at all. So that's why I keep reiterating we don't know what the grand plan of this whole thing is. Because for right now, it's a whole lot of talk. But we're hearing answers and suggestions and theories from everybody besides from Dr. Casino himself. Because why even stage your own death? Now I understand make it motivation for Metal Knight and to get Genos versus Metal Knight, right? And that was the whole purpose and this. And the fake Fuzzy mentioned the takeover into like this whole new age of what do you call it? To establish a new world order, you must eradicate the highly capable humans. So I guess he's want, it's rather he want to rule as king, or want to rule with this the idealized life. I'm pretty sure the monsterization gonna play a part into it. And there's gonna be a play out too. Like how can you accept the world as it is? And we got people who are being discriminated against and treated less than, who aren't even as monsters. It's a broken system with incorrect heroes and things like that. That doesn't make any sense. And we got people like Meta Knight and everybody else that believe they're above everybody else, and so on and so on and so on and so on. I can see that coming up. But I don't know. Because Casino, when he was dying, mentioned quite clearly that he mentioned quite clearly that this was about revenge. But revenge about what? What is there to revenge? Against the... Now that's the thing. It can't just be purely revenge against the world. I think the whole takeover the world plot is secondary. That one's like a philosophy. That's personal. I believe the main objective is to kill Metal Knight. Cause it put everything else in the context. The near heroes and everything else, causing the heroes to split up and fight each other and not be able to take on the major overall threat. And to take the most viable and productive piece off the board was this Metal Knight. So even then, but apparently I wasn't as right as I thought it was, because sure there is going to be a fight showdown at wherever Casino was at. I thought he could be in the Near Hero Association. That's not where he's at. I'll give him that. Because we don't know where these robots deployed from, the fake ones that everybody's fighting. So we don't know where Casino is currently. We know that Genos is blasting off to somewhere. I believe towards Casino, if I recall the chapter correctly. Oh, so I guess he's like I said before, I guess they gotta be like some type of homing beacon inside Genos where he can locate Casino. And if that's the case, then he's blasting back there. But unless we go into that laboratory that was destroyed, then it must be another one, the real one. But where would that be? Like, did they already get his coordinates already? Where Casino was at? I know that Metal Knight was trying to pinpoint where it was. But I can't recall if they exactly found it or not. And Genos is probably going towards him. So It's not that Excel's still around. Like I said before, it's probably going to be two hero associations existing at once that do two different things. And one is going to hire monsters, the other one's not. One's going to take on bigger issues, the other one's not. And it's spread out the heroes more evenly, so it's not just, well, we're just going to rely to the S class, to the C to S class heroes. There'll be more people out there on the street to protect the cities from being blown up or destroyed and have more access out there for the long run, right? But it still doesn't feel like it's coming to the end. Like the Nero hero thing is solved. That's done. All right. Rich Homie Fuzzy is saved. Ryumon is back to normal, and that's done. All those machines are destroyed. The only missing variable, because the head lieutenant Drive Knight is done, the fake Fuzzy is done. Most of the machine god series was taken out by Genos. Well, the ones that he deployed to fake his death were taken out by Genos. So it's just, even like you gotta eliminate the most viable exits. Cause you know Drive Knight Ultra mentioned that was the quote unquote plan of Middle Knight to wipe out the heroes and get them separated and have them infighting, so on, so on, and so on. But it's not really explaining Casino's goal here. We know Revenge played a part of it against Metal Knight, but we don't know what type of relationship these two had. He was just a sidekick villain that he kept getting wit on. Did Metal Knight outshine him in school? Possible. Possible. You know, I did theorize as an anti-life equation, but nah, it seemed like they're just trying to take over the world in this case. Still possible, but it's still possible. Still out there. Because remember, this is the AI talking, not Casino. So it's just, there's a lot of variables that goes into why Casino could be and be doing what he is currently. But we just don't know. Until we get his insight, we don't know. Saitama's going out there to get So I don't know. How would the Genos and Saitama confrontation turn out? Truthfully, I don't know. I think this might be the first time they actually fight genuinely. And the reason I said it is, right? Now, Casino could take control over his body. If someone else makes him another body, it's possible. They got all that research left over. Who knows? Maybe Meta Knight might hook Genos up. Who knows? Who knows? But there are two times where Saitama and Genos was like wanted to fight each other, right? The first time was the spar in season 1, and the second time came after that when he got his brand new core body post Monster Association. And that was the first time Genos started to doubt the whole disciple thing with Saitama. Where he was like, was I even learning anything at all? Was I actually even getting stronger? So I do believe that will be addressed. With the whole, will Genos actually be his disciple or not? Or will it just be a gag where he's just paying rent and quote unquote pseudo learning things? I think things will come for a picture. I don't think Genos gonna get killed or anything, but there will be a confrontation to address their actual relationship because they kind of do care about the kid. But Genos still like a teenager around there. Like Saitama's like 25, 26, so he does care about the kid. But I don't know. Because now we're going to have to get the real backstory of Genos. Because if some of his memories are fake, could he be Dr. Casino's son? That he robbed his future and turned him into a cyborg? Could it be a nephew? Could it be a laundry list of options? Because he implanted those fake memories, and his brain has been modified and altered. How much of Genos' backstory is actually true? Because I always find it strange that Genos never mentioned a location of where his quote-unquote family was. He just mentioned it, and it's never just exactly. We never see Genos turning into a cyborg. We've never seen it in manga or in webcomic. We've never seen what he looked like pre-transformation. So it's just like, how much of those things was real? And now I still believe Drive Knight was the mad cyborg, right? That took out his family. Then he kidnapped Genos. But let's just say he is a family member. Is the mad cyborg Genos? Because let's just say, what if Genos is the quote unquote mad cyborg this whole time? Then wouldn't that mean that Dr. Casino, to test his loyalty to him, sent Genos to go massacre his own family, then wiped his own memory, his memory like it was Bloodshot, the Vin Diesel movie, and just act like nothing happened and blame it on somebody else that didn't even exist. I still say it's Drive Night, but even then, it's just like the Drive Night and Genos thing didn't happen. There was no confrontation definitively saying that was him. Now, could they be another cyborg? Because remember, we've only seen 3 cyborgs: Casino, Metal Knight, and Genos, and the gorilla cyborg thing. Outside of them, for the organization, it's mainly about AI and machines, androids, AIs, and machines, and them making suits that control people. So, and turning monsters into like these cyberdorks, like increased creatures. And then Fuzzy wanted to see Ryumon or McCoy transform, like you see what I mean? How like there's like this, there's like something like wrong here. Like there's like a bigger picture we're not seeing. If you just want to take over the world and take out the capable human beings, then why would you have any interest in seeing Ryumon or McCoy go full monster and just go ballistic? What would that add? Same thing with the Revenge Against Metal Knight. You could have just fought Metal Knight since he's in a secure location by himself. And Genos got the location of him by like driving or something like that. You could have just pulled up with your machine series and just jumped him. Why go through this elaborate plan? Well, we gotta make sure Metal Knight don't have any backup. We designed Genos to go fight him. I guess, but Metal Knight's not really somebody who calls on backup, if at all. She read it to Monster Association HQ and just left it at that. Just kept it pushing. Extremely paranoid. Like I mentioned before, why would he be so paranoid? So I already confirmed the Metal Knight Casino connection. Now the Dr. Genos thing, where that happened, I can't really say. But it would tie into the cyborg and the thoughts about AI. Because the gorilla one, that is a cyborg. So it's just, we got 1 cyborg, 2 cyborg, and somebody who's made a cyborg. It was because Dr. Casino was shunned from the community. Now some might say, if we're going to go with the trope of he stole my work, you gotta die. I don't think that's it. It seems like something be more personal. Could Dr. Casino be Metal Knight's strange brother? Possibly. But whatever it is, as the Joker said from the Batman 2022, that no, this is very personal. So I got thoughts and opinions about this. This has been One Punch Man chapter 158. I am tired and I gotta color some more. Like I just want to take a break, man. I want a break. Like this is some. All I can hope that is one day pays off in the end. If you're able to like, comment, subscribe, and what are your thoughts about the Cause I seem like the arc is coming to the end. Well, the final battle part is coming to the end. We still don't see the bigger picture. There can always be more cyborgs. There can always be more monsters. And Saitama is going into this alone. So will we get a Garo type fight between Saitama and Genos? Possible. Or will that fight be between Saitama and Casino? And Genos is just playing the extra pawn. Who knows? Who knows? All I can say is that whatever punch he hit Casino with when he finds out the truth, Casino's gonna die. It's gonna be sad. But it's been WK, like, subscribe, and peace.